Hi everybody, this is Mr. Cheng talking, and now I'm going to try. This will be the lesson number one, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to be happy with the quality of the production. Um, the first thing is, according to ministry guideline, we are not we're ahead of the game. Okay. The Minister of Education said teachers are supposed to start the instruction until the middle of the month. So we are much ahead of the game. The first thing you want to do is making sure you uh, already check your most updated mark on my ad. Because that has so much to do with how much you want to improve your performance. And the only way with the circumstances, the only way you can improve your grade is just by sending me your finished homework, okay, at my email address. And so my email address is right here. Okay, so hopefully you can take a picture of it. It's Cheng, Cheng _n at serviceschools.ca. All right. And also at any time, for example, for this particular lesson, number one, on solving two steps linear equation. And for those of you who have a copy of textbook, it's going to be on starting from page 208. So page 208. Okay, on page 208. And so I hope you can see. And if you're not happy with the quality of the production, another reference, so-called video clip, and as you may want to go to the site. Okay, go to your website and find or locate Khan Academy Math. What we're doing right now is under pre-algebra component and two-step equation. Okay, so this would be another good reference site, a good site for you to look at again if you're not happy with my instruction. All right, and so okay, make sure check your most updated mark through my ad. And if you have any question, of course you are welcome to send me an email. And thank you to all those already response to my first set of email. You must accept or realize my technology skill is indirectly proportional to my age. Okay? And accept that. And I know video lesson can be boring. So I'm hoping the preparation it would take time, but the presentation hopefully is not going to last more than 20 minutes. Okay, so we shall start. And so if you remember, we had a review about the same idea, solving equation at the beginning of the semester. Speaking of that is, how am I able to finish this particular course? I think with communicating with what I'm sensing is, I think we should focus at how we go to prepare you well for the next level. So after this particular unit, for example, we're going to look at how we go to graph linear relation. So with that said, please make sure go and get some graph papers, buy some grid paper, prepare for the next unit. And so now shall we start? Okay. So solving two steps in linear equation. And so if you remember what we were working on a couple months ago, let's say we look at this equation here, and let's say we look at, 14. So expectation, the assignment you're going to submit online. You're going to send the assignment to me. I'm just going to open it and then look at your assignment. And so I'm marking in terms of the quality of your production. All right. So first step, make sure line up equal signs like that. If you remember. So we're treating equal sign as the border. What solving equation means is asking you to find the value of one apple, the value of x. Okay? And so with that in mind, of course, is now you're looking at how we go to solve. Okay? To start solving equation is we always start from either both sides adding or subtracting. Or in other words, is how we go to make sure one side of the equation dealing with variable term and the other side dealing with the numerical term. So in this case here, clearly you may want to start with both sides subtract 2. So like that, because positive 2 and negative 2. So you will copy the question. So let me highlight. So that's what you're doing. Both sides subtract 2. Whatever you do on one side, you do the same thing on the other side. Why negative? Why negative 2? Because negative is the opposite of the positive. So that's going to give you, combine them, and that's going to give you a 0. So that's just give you 3x. 14 minus 2 is 12. And so the second last step, it will be you always like to finish the second last step is divide both sides by the number in front of the x, which is the number 3. So both sides divide by 3. So that and that 3 divided by 3 is 1. But in algebra, whenever we're dealing with 1x, we don't have to put the 1 there. Okay? But 12 divided by 3 is 4. So to match the topic, the 2 steps we're dealing with is both sides subtract, the 1 step, both sides divide, the 2nd step. Okay? But within the chapter 6, there's a hidden agenda. As a matter of fact, the skill you're actually asked to learn is to apply the math skill taught at grade 8 to make it easy. Nothing to do with solving. So please, I need your undivided attention to example 2. Okay? Then I'm going to ask you to try 4 questions, and that would be considered your very first assignment. And so hopefully you're given 1 day to work on it, and then hopefully you may want to submit your assignment by Wednesday. All right, and so hopefully this afternoon you are going to get the attached video clip. The video lesson is going to send to either your email address or your parent email contact, or both. Okay? So I'm still working on it in terms of technology. So example 2. So example of the day is dealing with, so I'm going to show you example 2, an equation engaging fractional term, like this one. Over 3x plus 3/4 equal to 1/2. First step, okay, line up equal sign. See, I put about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 or 7 equal sign below. Line up. Okay, because that's how you present the question, and you want to isolate. Solving equations, isolate numerical terms with the variable term. Okay? But this question of course, create a concern. because many of us don't like the fractions. So then you want to adopt this skill. This is a must skill. Okay? Is identifying a number that would be what? Divisible by 3, 4, and 2. And if you don't know how, you can just multiply all the number together. For 3 times 4 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24. Okay? So you can either use 24 or 12. It's up to you, because that would not affect the final answer. So those individuals cannot identify the LCD. So in this case, I put down the LCD. Least common denominator is 12. Because why 12? Because 12 can divide by 3. 12 can divide by 4. 12 can divide by 2. Then you just multiply 12 to every term, like this. So watch. I'm going to recopy the question. The setup step I am leaving space in front of each term. That will allow me to put the 12 in front. See, I put the 12 in front. Okay, so I multiply 12 to everything. This is a must step, because by doing this, we're making easier. Okay? Easier to solve. Not only that, because that's what you learn in grade 8, now you apply what you learned in grade 4. At elementary school, you learn this. You're allowed to put one under any whole number. All right? So now, then you can use your calculator. 12 times 4 divided by 3. 12 times 4 is 48. 48 divided by 3 is 16. So there you see 16x plus 12 times 3 divided by 4 is 12. And then 12 times 1 divided by 2 is 6. Now, so one more time. This is the most critical line. This is the simplification line. I multiply the lowest common denominator to every term. Everything. Put one under. Use your calculator and follow. 12 times 4, 48 divided by 3, 16. 12 times 3 divided by 4 is 9. See, you have to check. See, even Mr. Cheng make mistake. And 12 times 1 divided by 2 is 6. Now, resulting in an equation that match the topic, the 2 steps. Now you can apply the 2 steps. Both sides subtract nine. So you have 16x is equal to -3. 6 take away 9. If you're not sure, verify with the calculator. Then both sides divided by 16. So x equal to -3 over 16. See that the beauty of doing this is the beauty of being able to do the question this way, then you don't need to worry about. So you don't need to worry about the what? What operations of fractions, especially for those individuals having weakness to add or subtract fractional numbers. Okay, so I'm hoping the sound quality is there, the visual quality is there, and so now one nice thing about this is now you may want to cover the solution and redo the question again and again until you get the same answer. So that's how you go able to prepare yourself for the assessment or for upcoming maybe quiz or test. All right. So the very first assignment, which I'm going to ask you to submit, okay, if you remember, right? Submit to my email address. It's homework, okay? Page 213 and question 1 and 2 and and 5. Okay. Now, you're given 1 day to complete. Hopefully I'm getting your assignment not later than Wednesday. Not later than Wednesday. What time? Anytime. Okay. You can submit your assignment on Wednesday at any time you like. All right. Okay, now, so I'm going to show you the expectation for question number 1. Question number 1A. So I'm starting the assignment for you. Okay. Both sides subtract 4. check. And that's how you do the check. Put the answer back to the question. Substitute x with 2. So the answer is correct. So that's the checking part. Okay, so one more time. Question 1, 2, and 5. Hopefully, you guys can do me a favor and convey the message to send a message to all your classmates, to the people that you get along in the class. Let me know if, for those individuals that don't have any technology support, please make sure you contact the school, phone the school, okay? Contact your principal or your counselor, and they should be able to help you. And let's see how it goes. All right, so you guys take care. Remember, your health is number one concern. Your well-being is our number one concern. And at this stage, we can only do so much. And I know some of you are helping your family now. So you take good care of yourself. All right? We shall meet. Bye.